Yes, good night to my Guyanese people. This is the man Jason coming at you once more. Well, it's out of the horse's mouth now. They are finally saying what I've been saying from the time this has fucking started. Now I would really like to get a response from my good friend Fraser now. I keep telling Guyana and telling Fraser and shouting this as loud as possible that Maduro is making moves towards our sovereignty, our lands. The man is not fucking around. But Guyanese just, especially both administrations to me, they go to run to the CCJ, they run to this court and all those big forums. Instead of putting strategic plans and alerting Guyanese to what the fuck is really going on, this cunt needed to be said to Guyanese people. I spoke of this once, I spoke of this twice, I spoke of this on multiple occasions on this TikTok and tried to share my little bit of insight into how I see it playing out. And for so far, it has led down the exact road that we're on now. I keep telling them, you cannot put that little bit of money into the fucking military. The same soldiers that enough people don't pay no mind to is our first point of defense. The first point of defense is those young men that are in that military, and some will have to join to defend our sovereignty and our freedom. Because Maduro is making steps and coming an inch closer to us all the time while we just talk, scunt. Now, listen to Mr. Granger. I've been saying that the people that might invade us at any given time, from how I see them ramping up. Nobody don't put that amount of, no one puts that amount of hardware at the border just to show. No one builds a whole bridge now lately that the task spoke about just for show. They're doing these things for a purpose. The purpose is to attack Guyana one day. What they're hoping, I'm telling you now, since I was right then, I will tell you what they're hoping for again. I will repeat it again. They're hoping for a war to start out in the Middle East with Trump and the whole world being tied up, that nobody got time with us, and then they're going to come in. And at the same time, Mr. What's them ropes and Ben keeps telling Guyanese that we should brace ourselves for another influx of Venezuelans. We got a lot of young men here. A lot of young men that doing scunt. I would grab them up, pass them through a training, whether they volunteered or not. You understand me? Including anybody eligible, that is a bubbler. Paid them a salary, not as mercenaries, but as a militia, and spread them along that borderline under the watchful eye of military personnel to protect Guyana's borders. Something needs to be done. I told you all the people them in playing. Long time, so long I've been spitting this as hard as I could. No sugarcoating, no fucking polishing. I don't dep on. I just dep on kicking it out as it really is, as I see it. Raw. This was never a joke thing. No, Mr. Greenedge has to be saying that Guyana should be preparing for anything, and at the end they have war. Why should we wait so long? We should already have strategic points in this country, in which I don't see happening, in a farm of which is a small point of defense throughout the length and breadth of Guyana. Small military bases should be put up, even if it has to house a platoon, as told you all that before. Strategic points. You also map this place out as the government pass instructions down to our military, and the army go in. Guyana Defense Force start mapping out where the best strategic points for us, as far as a defensive stand should be made from, as it varies, go through the length and breadth of Guyana. In the eventuality of something was to really happen. Because I also told you, we are like a mosquito compared to to Venezuela. What Guyana has is heart, but everybody got heart until the dying starts. We don't know what is it. We have never went into battle to defend this country, and are going to make it straight again. Guyanese, to see this fuckery and scum that you had upon in Guyana, allowing foreigners to take over our land and our resources and all them things, there's a weakening us. We have lost the fight. Let me tell you why, because I always say this, until your auntie, my cousin, your brother, my sister, your child, your son, my daughter, my uncle, your nephew has to go on the battlefield and fight for the freedom of Guyana and his future generations and his loved ones back at home, then you can understand what it really means to be Guyanese. Until then, we can keep on getting corrupted by greed and money, in which it does, money does help you, but the greed for this money is what dividing Guyana. It's dividing us. It's like a pillar, and in order to get it, we have to sell out anything that we can, sell our nation down the drain. This is what we're doing. This is what we've been doing for the longest while. No matter how attack, yeah, I think it's joke now. We at a goddamn stalemate almost with Maduro, with all the bridge building, all those materials and equipment and military hardware he's been sending to and Coco, however the case may be. Those things are not for show and not for bluff. And what we have to do, wait on people as the opposition woman said, I can't remember her name, sorry for that, although I know her, that we should form stronger diplomatic ties and go at this diplomatically. Why are you going at this diplomatically? They are going at it diplomatically and militarily. They are making moves. I don't think we can beat them, but we can hold them off until fucking help arrives. And if you can just don't have nothing in place, therefore, they're going to mow us down. We are only 800-something thousand. These people are 20-something million people, which means we can be overrun easy. And then with the internal amount that we have internally, we have to be fighting an internal battle and an external battle, which in turn would have civilians rise up to the challenge. Because Guyanese ain't stand up and watch nothing go down and we ain't do nothing. This is 100% certain. And I hope the Venezuelans that are here understand that about us. We are a fighting nation only for when the cause is right. Then we unite. This cause is right. It's time to unite. This cause is the cause that was not being pushed to the forefront as much as I tried to push it for the last 2-3 years. Ever since Maduro started this thing, it claims all over again. We have not seen any Russian delegation to Guyana in a very long time because we're dealing with that side of the world, which is EU and Europe. But let me tell you something. Maduro and Russia is in collusion. He's going to give them arms, but Russia has a say in this. I want you to know Putin has a say in this because of the fact that see the big blue building, blue and white place that there by the seawall there that people don't see nobody in there. There's people in there. And that is a Russian embassy that has been there from since Bonham time. People don't even remember it's a Russian embassy until people like me talk about it now. And the multipolar world is here. It's not coming, it's here. That BRICS is part of the financial hub of the multipolar world. These people have backings. Guyanese, Guyana administration, present, previous. Y'all need to make moves to defend their homeland, Guyana. 83,000 square miles free. Now y'all willing to come and put it on the news that Guyana can be prepared for anything? Mr. Mimim, I've been telling y'all we should be prepared for anything over 3 years ago. Why now? Why is it that everybody never noticed it? I might be a little ignorant in not book-wise, but anybody knows that anything that I've talked about actually coming to pass months, years after, the same thing going to happen. We're going to find ourselves fucked up in a lot of scunt, deep scunt, real scunt, a whole heap of scunt. If we go through with that gas to show pipeline, there's the killer. I don't know when we're going to recover from that. Guyanese better wake up and make the right decisions. This is not a fucking game time. This is most serious time in our history. This is the time, not later, not now. There's a pivotal point, the crossroads we at. Anyway, up and out.